Duchess Sophie steps up once again as she delivers message from King Charles in Tanzania. The hard-working royal touched down in Africa today to deliver a message from the King to the people of Tanzania. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has stepped up once again for the royal family by flying solo to Africa to deliver a message from King Charles to a Commonwealth nation. The Duchess touched down in Tanzania this morning, Tuesday, as part of her work promoting collaboration between the UK and the African country on health, agriculture and women's empowerment. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Sophie, who is the global ambassador for the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, is visiting Dar es Salaam, and will move on to Zanzibar and Arusha this week to see the work of international organizations Sightsavers, uniting to combat neglected tropical diseases, and the Alliance of Biodiversity and International Center for Tropical Agriculture. During a reception tonight, Sophie, who last visited Tanzania in 2004, delivered a message personally signed by King Charles in which he expressed his gratitude for her work, and that of the people on the ground helping fight tropical diseases. The message said, as patron of one of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness's members, Sightsavers, and knowing that the Duchess of Edinburgh is with you today in Tanzania, I particularly wanted you all to know how full of admiration and gratitude I am for your passion and devoted efforts in treating and preventing neglected tropical diseases, especially trachoma. It continued, your constant dedication and hard work will lead us to a world where inclusion and equality can be realized across our Commonwealth. I send you all my warmest good wishes and heartfelt encouragement for the much-needed success of your gathering. The message from the monarch was signed Charles R., signaling it was personally written by His Majesty. During her visit, Sophie will meet the President of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, and the President of Zanzibar, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, as well as healthcare providers and members of local communities. On the first day of the trip, Sophie visited Magamini Health Center in Dar es Salaam, a primary health facility offering essential sexual health and family planning services. She later visited the Anti-Human Trafficking and Child Protection Unit, meeting investigators, prosecutors and social welfare practitioners to hear about efforts to tackle child abuse in Tanzania, and the care given to victims. During a reception on Tuesday evening celebrating health collaboration, the Duchess delivered a speech recognizing progress made in Tanzania to rid the country of trachoma, an infectious and blinding eye disease, and the work still to be done. Sophie set an ambition for the elimination of trachoma across the Commonwealth by 2030 and delivered a message from the King commending the efforts. Sophie's appearance at the Paralympics comes just weeks after she also attended the Paris 2024 Olympics, where she was seen celebrating Team GB's female cyclists winning their first gold medal at the Bercy Arena. Sophie Rhys-Jones, a London PR executive, was just 22 when she first locked eyes with her royal beau, though it wasn't until several years later that their romance bloomed. In a chance meeting in 1993 at the Prince's Real Tennis Challenge event, Prince Edward is said to have secretly slipped Sophie his number. 6 years into their love story, the late Queen's son proposed with a £105,000 engagement ring, and the rest is history. Duchess Sophie's post-engagement glow was evident in 1999. Rewind to the day after she got engaged, it was business as usual for the hard-working cool girl, who was seen commuting to her office job in London's ritzy Mayfair. Prince Edward's bride-to-be looked effortlessly chic in a fitted trouser suit in a creamy green hue. She accessorized with a crisp V-neck blouse and added a delicate floral brooch to the lapel of her jacket. Giving her daytime look a luxe feel, the royal to-be teamed her corporate get-up with leather-heeled boots, adding a waist-cinching black belt and dainty pearl earrings. Proving a power suit never goes out of style, Sophie's sage trouser suit look can be seen on all of London's it girls today. A few days later, the Duchess was seen rocking yet another power suit, layering with a chic oversized black coat. Her golden blonde choppy cut was a product of its time, with the late Princess Diana making the feathered pixie crop a millennial must-have. The Duchess of Edinburgh formally told Hello during an online event with the British Fashion Council that her own personal style icons blend both Hollywood and actual royalty. When asked whose style she most admires, she said, "Angelina Jolie, I always think she looks amazing, and also Queen Rania of Jordan always looks stunning." She added of British royal style in general, Britain is an island, albeit a big island, and if you look at what royal women have worn over generations, they have made huge fashion statements reflected from foreign shores, and that's what helps make our style. The Duchess and her older brother David grew up in a 4-bedroom 17th-century farmhouse, and Sophie was educated first at Dulwich Preparatory School, then at Kent College, and finally at West Kent College, where she trained as a secretary. Pictured here at Ascot Charity Race Day in 1995, Sophie Rhys-Jones never dreamed she'd one day be a member of Britain's royal family, and decided to pursue a very unroyal career after finishing her studies. After leaving college, Sophie went into public relations and worked at major firms like Capital Radio, as well as PR companies like the Quentin Bell Organization and McLaurin Communications and Media. Not content with a London office job, she explored career opportunities abroad as well, traveling to Switzerland where she worked as a ski representative, and even spending a year working and traveling in Australia. By 1996, she'd established herself in the public relations industry and decided to start her own agency, RDH Public Relations, which she ran for 5 years with a business partner. Sophie might have continued with it, if not for a chance meeting with her very own Prince Charming. In 1987, Sophie caught the eye of Prince Edward, the youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, for the first time. Back then she was working at Capital Radio, and he was dating one of her friends, so nothing came of it. That is, until the pair crossed paths again in 1993. That time Sophie was working at a promotional photo shoot for his Summer Challenge charity fundraiser, and Edward was single. Sparks flew. Soon after they were an item, but Edward worked hard to keep his new romance on the down low at first. Edward knew Sophie would be caught up in a media circus the moment their romance was made public, especially if the press knew how serious he was about her. In December 1993 he wrote to British newspaper editors denying rumours that he planned to marry Sophie, a move that was practically unheard of from such a senior royal at the time. Edward asked the media for privacy both for himself and for Sophie, who did her best to continue life as usual while also dating one of the most recognisable men in the country. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.